am I depressed or am I lazy?
Yeah. Yeah. I giggle because I cannot tell you how many times I asked myself that question. I don't think I asked myself, am I depressed? Honestly, I think I just told myself, you are so lazy. You are so unmotivated. You look at everyone else can do this. I remember looking out my window. I was in my 20s and everyone's getting ready and they're going to work. And it was like 7 a.m. And I remember thinking, how do they do that? Now, I had to get up and go to work, but I just remember feeling this sense of it's just because I'm so lazy. I don't love the word lazy, first of all. I think many times exhaustion and tiredness shows up as a cue that we need to rest and recharge. The difference is with depression, when we rest and recharge, we don't, like when we step away, we don't actually feel rested and recharged.
No.
Yeah, it just continues and continues and continues and takes us down even further.
Yes. The rest is, I was going to say checking out. It's the only way for me that I just wasn't thinking it. You know, it was the only time my mind was quiet. And I never woke feeling rested or like, now I can do this. Now I can take on this day. I swore every morning for a long time. The first word was just like, oh, it wasn't L. But I'm not going to say what
guess. I can guess what it was.
But I was just like, I don't want to do this again. I knew what it was going to be like. You know what it's going to feel like. You know what the thoughts are going to be. We're going to get into all of that. But it was not oh, good. You know, I have a solid 8 under my belt and now I can see the reasons to be joyful and hopeful. Yeah. That's not how it went.
I think about, you know, when you're asking this question of how to describe it to someone who's never experienced it, right? I think about what a loved one or a parent or a partner observing that,
right?
Here's another day. And a parent or a partner, a loved one might look around and say, but look at all the things in your life that you have to be grateful for.
Oh, that's a big one.
And at least you have this and this. And it can be really confusing, right? When, especially those of us that might be high achievers, that when depression shows up and a loved one or a partner might be like, what's happening? This is coming out of the blue. That's one of the biggest tasks as a therapist, trying to explain to somebody, this is depression. This isn't them just saying that they don't want to do their math homework.
So many people don't believe or understand that depression is a medical condition.
Yeah.
What is it? Is it, you know, a mental illness, a medical condition, a mood disorder? You know, there are so many different ways to look at it. What's the helpful and accurate way to look at it?
It's really important that we look at it as a medical condition. It's really important that we look at it as a mood disorder. And it's also really important that we look at it that there are life circumstances and there are experiences that contribute and compound depression. And so it's this intersection of kind of all of these coexisting together. But I think it's really dangerous when we move away from looking at it as a true medical struggle. We know, we have evidence that medication is extremely helpful when we are walking through someone maybe out of the deep, deep depths of their depression. And when we move away from that model, I think we lose a lot of folks